East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Connecticut's offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. The biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
With the catch, it's Wang. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, get the yardage.
Pulls and fired complete. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The UConn offense goes back to work. This drive will open from the 15. Here's the give off the left side. Makes him talk to the hand. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing the puck out.
The run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Urlacher. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Royer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. quick game on first down and nothing doing there. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Going to sling it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He's loose. Touchdown, UConn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Making side adjustments here. They'll leave it with him. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Warrior. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on the option. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's driving.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. He'll do it himself. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
And they will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
West Virginia.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Urlacher. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. UConn quick to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Got the quick pass. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got it in the middle, it's playing. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's driving. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass on second down. Still looking on the move. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he got loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Urlacher. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits it right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And back to the air on second down. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards. Well, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few...
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field, but he just missed.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Royer. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Power football with the run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, the power run here.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Fires to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This UConn offense really has it going. They'll give it to Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Touchdown, UConn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself...
Lots of room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, West Virginia. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 37 to Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Driver. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The screen. He can go. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air. It's Urlacher. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. UConn quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never... chance. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Under fire. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Royer. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man,